Hey you guys, welcome back. In today's video, I have another Christmas makeup tutorial for you. It's this brown smoky eye with a gold glitter liner. I know I already did a silver glitter Christmas makeup tutorial, but I don't know, I was just feeling this for whatever reason. I wanted to do at least one more Christmas tutorial before Christmas came. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you want to see how I got this, just keep watching. So the first shade I'm going to go in with is MAC Soft Brown. I'm just taking this with my Sigma E40 brush. I'm going to lay this down as my transition. Of course, we're doing windshield wiper motions. This color is just such a staple shade in any collection. I feel like you can never go wrong with MAC shadows. I'm going to go in with Saddle. This is another nice brown transition shade. Taking this with my Sigma, what is this? The E25 brush. I love this brush to go right under my transition shade. It's the perfect size to fit right in the crease. So I always love to use this brush to go in with that shade that I'm going to go in with after my transition to just really buff that in and define that crease. I'm going to take my original blending brush, mesh those two colors together as per usual. This is actually the last shade I'm going in with for the crease. I'm taking MAC Embark. This is another one of my favorites. It's a very purpley, deep brown color. I'm taking that with this little Avon brush. I love using this brush to focus a really deep color in the crease. This is one of my favorites to use. I'm just going in with a little bit of product. I'm really not going for any type of drama or intensity because I want my glitter wing to really show through. I'm gonna go back in with my blending brush, blend everything together. Of course, this is absolutely key to a smoky eye, you guys. Blending is key, 100%. I could not say that enough times. I wish I knew that back in the day when I was trying to learn how to do a smoky eye. It would have saved me a lot of bad makeup days. Next, for my lid color, I'm taking Swiss Chocolate from MAC. It's a really pretty chocolatey brown, and I'm taking this with a Lexi 239 brush. I'm gonna go in first and lay down the product and pack it on. See, it's such a pretty brown. I love this color. It's one of my favorites from MAC. And then I'm going to go back in with my E25 brush from Sigma. I'm going to blend out that line between Saddle and Embark, just so it looks like a nice gradient. And then I feel like it's a little harsh right here on the end, so I'm going to take my E40 brush, my big blending brush, and blend that out. I'm not 100% happy with it. So what you can always do if you feel like your shadows are a little harsh on the edge especially, just go back in and blend it out with no additional product on the brush, and that should do the trick. We're gonna go in with our brow bone highlight, and for that I'm gonna take Nylon, of course. I can't live without the shade. Just gonna take it right where my brow is actually arched and stop right there. I'm not gonna drag it down or anything like that. And that's actually it. We can move on to the fun part. I know this wing can be very intimidating. It looks tricky, but I promise you it's not. I'm gonna go in with a glitter liner, and then I'm gonna also pack on a loose glitter on top of that. What I actually did was lay down my wing first, and then I went in with my loose glitter and tapped the glitter on. I actually wouldn't do that because I felt like the glitter liner dried a little quickly. What I would actually do is go in and lay down the liner on the lash line first, then take your glitter and pack it on, then go back in and do the wing and pack on the glitter on the wing. That would definitely be easier because I had to go in and reapply this liquid glitter just to give the loose glitter something to stick to because it dried pretty quickly. So I did have to go in and do that a couple of times. I'm gonna go in with my NYX glitter liner. I love these glitter liners. They're so sparkly and pretty. And this is in the shade Dramatic Sparkle. It's a gold glitter liner, as you can see. I'm gonna go in and lay down the base first, just right along the lash line. If you guys are just getting into glitter and you wanna try an awesome one, definitely go for the NYX ones. They are gorgeous, out of this world gorgeous. They're only, I think, $5 or $6. You guys, you can't beat the price. You can't beat the price. They're so good. I'm using this gold one right here. This is the old packaging. I'm taking this little flat brush. It's a little teeny tiny detailed brush. I actually got this from Morphe. It's a M559 if you're interested. You could actually just use a liner brush or any type of small detail brush will work. I just dipped in the tip in the top of the glitter. I'm picking up a little bit of glitter at the time and laying it right across the top. And the wetness from that gel liner is gonna help make our glitter stick. That's why we went in with that liner first. This is a loose glitter, so it needs an adhesive to stick to. If you don't have a liquid gel liner, maybe try using lash glue, or you could use a glitter glue if you have a glitter glue. NYX also makes an awesome glitter glue. It's only around $5. You could go in with your wing liner brush and lay out the shape, just like I did with the gel liner, and then just go on and place the glitter on top. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I actually have glitter all down my face right here. That's why you want to do your foundation last. Just gonna draw the tail and fill it in like I normally would. I'm gonna go back in with my same brush and I'm gonna do the same exact thing. Take a little bit of glitter at a time and just lay it down while the glitter liner is still wet. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with my falsies. These are Koko Lashes Queen Bee. I love my very full, fluffy, dramatic lashes. I want to be able to see the glitter on the lash line. I wanna be able to see the wing. And a lot of the times those really thick lashes hide your liner. The band is really thin as well, so it's also very unnoticeable once you have it on. Can you guys believe I actually have my hair done for once? Looks kind of cute. Just a little, right? It's nothing too crazy. By the way, I know I always have my brows and I have my eyeshadow primer always on. I always list what I use in the description box below. Those steps I tend to do off camera just because they're always the same and they're kind of repetitive. I feel like it's just annoying for me to like include it in every single video because it never changes. So I always use Anastasia Dip Brow. I don't use anything else. I've been using Dip Brow since it actually came out, and the color just changes based on whatever color my hair is. And then my eyeshadow primer is always the Soft Ochre Paint Pot from MAC. Those things just work for me and I love them, so I just continue to use them. Whether I use it on camera or off camera, I will always list it in the description box below. Okay, let's move on to face. I already primed my face. I used this guy right here. This is the J.One Jelly Pack Dramatic Firming Skin with improved elasticity and pore smoothing. Basically, it's a pore smoothing primer. I'm really enjoying this. It has a very sticky texture to it. I feel like my makeup just grabs onto it really nicely, but my skin doesn't feel sticky once I have it on. So I'm gonna go in with this. This is Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation. I love this foundation so much. I am just in love with it. It has such a gorgeous finish. It is a pretty matte formula. I wouldn't say it's like a suck the life out of you type of matte. In my last video, my winter foundation routine, I did say that my skin's very dry right now. I can still use this foundation as long as I don't use a mattifying primer underneath, which I typically do since I'm normally oily. But for right now, I just use a pore minimizing primer, that one that I showed, or I'll use the Smashbox Radiance Primer. And I just make sure to moisturize my face really heavily before I go in with this, and I have no problems. I'm gonna do a little bit of color correcting under my eyes, and I'm gonna take my favorite. This is the Maybelline Yellow Corrector. I love these corrector pens. I don't really hear people talk about that a lot, but I happen to love them. They just do such a good job at hiding dark circles. I'm gonna go in with my Tarte Shape Tape, my favorite concealer of existence, of time ever in this life that was ever created. Literally the best concealer out there. I'm gonna take this. I'm in the shade Light Sand. Not really gonna go too crazy with the concealer. I've just kind of been feeling a more natural under eye lately. With what's left over from my under eyes, I'm gonna take it on the chin. I'm gonna go right down the center of the face, just so I'm not too bright underneath my eyes and not everywhere else. I want everything to look balanced. Okay, let's move on to setting everything. So I'm gonna go in with my two favorites. This is MAC Emphasize and Anastasia Banana. These are just staples for me. I have to use these two together. I can't use one without the other for whatever reason, and I've been doing this for so long. I think I'm just set in my ways now. I definitely tap out the creases from my concealer because I am already creasing. And then I go in with this e.l.f. blush brush, and I like this because it's more of a fluffy brush. Just packs on the powder really nicely without looking too heavy. I'm gonna go in with my setting powder and set the rest of my face. I'm gonna do this very lightly since I'm still pretty dry. So I'm just taking a nice light amount, and this is my favorite powder brush. It's the Sonia Kashuk number 130. It is so freaking soft. I love this brush. I think it's only $10. You can get Sonia Kashuk at Target. We're gonna do a little bit of baking. I'm gonna do this just underneath the eyes. I typically only do underneath my eyes anyways. Just doing some light baking. We're not doing anything too heavy. I'm gonna go in with my butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. It's been quite a while that I've used this. I went on a kick where this was the only thing I used for like a good couple of months when I first got it. I just couldn't stop using it. And I kind of rediscovered some old bronzers when I was cleaning out my makeup drawer. And I was like, let me go back to using other things. Switch it up a little bit. And I missed this one, so I want to use it today. I'm gonna go in with my contour and sculpt out my cheekbones. So for that, I'm gonna take this right here. This is Fawn from ABH. It's from their contour kit. This is a Real Techniques contour brush. Just do the hollow of my cheekbones and the sides of my temple, and that is actually all I do. Just want to add a little more structure to the face. So before I move on to blush, I'm going to dust all of this away. I am done with the bakage. And then for blush, I'm gonna go in with this. This is one of my favorite blushes. It's Becca Blushed Copper. Definitely go in with a light hand because it is pigmented, you guys. It adds such a pretty bronzy flush to the skin. I love it. I promise you it's coming off way harsher on camera than it is in person. In person, it just kind of looks like I have a nice flush to the cheeks, like I've been out in the sun, but I haven't because it's winter. And then for highlight, I'm gonna go in with an oldie but a goodie. This is Laura Geller Gilded Honey. It's almost out right here because this is like, for whatever reason, I always dip my brush right there and nowhere else. So this is like really, really like down almost to the pan, and the rest of it's totally normal, which is so weird. But I'm taking a fan brush. I'm gonna hit just the high points of the cheekbone. And I wanted to do a more golden highlighter so it kind of ties in with the glitter liner. I feel like this highlighter also goes so pretty with this blush. I love these two together. Yes, yes, work it, work it. Yes, girl. I'm gonna take just a tiny bit above the brow bone. Gonna do the little tip of the nose and then the bridge of the nose. I'm also gonna take the smallest amount on the chin. I should be Ariana Grande's hairstylist. I mean, look at how cute this hair is. I literally did this in 1 second. I'm gonna take some Mercier Rosewater spray. Yes, hydration, honey. We're just gonna move on to the lower lash line, and for that, I'm going to be taking Swiss Chocolate, which is what I used on my lid. I'm going to go in with this little brush. This is a Morphe E17. I love this brush. I don't know what I was doing without it. Truly, I don't know. I like to go in with this brush first and use the lighter shade that I'm going to put down. Then I'll take this brush. This is a M432 from Morphe. And I'm going to go in with Embark, which is the darker shade that I used in the crease. I'll press the darker shade against the lower lash line with this brush just to add some drama for your mama. And then I'll go back in with the lighter shade with the E17. And I like to blend the darker shade out. I feel like that just adds so much more definition than if you just go in with one straight shade. I like to go in with a lighter one and then a darker one. We're going in with Nylon, which is what I used on my brow bone. We're gonna pop a little in the inner corner. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off with my mascara, and I'll be back and we'll do lips. Okay, so all we need to do is finish off with lips, and I was actually thinking about going in with red. I feel like the red would really complement the gold glitter and the brown smoky eye, but I already did a red in my first Christmas video, so I'm gonna give you guys a different option. I'm gonna go in with a brownie nude today, and I'm not doing a matte lip, I'm actually doing a gloss. So I'm gonna take this color from Anastasia. This is in the shade Starfish. This is a really pretty brownie nude. You can totally leave the lip color just like this, and I think this looks really pretty as well, but I'm gonna go for a glossy lip today. So I'm actually gonna go in with Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is, I'm pretty sure this is Butterscotch. The sticker came off because I abused this lip color, and the lid came off too because, like I said, I abused this lipstick. And this is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed me rambling and talking my ass off like I always do, because I just can't seem to keep my mouth shut. I just talk so much. So yeah, if you take the time to watch my videos, or if you took the time to watch this video, if you like my videos, if you comment on them, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it. Just stay tuned for my New Year's look. I'm gonna be having like some drama for your mama. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button before you go. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, of course. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Adds that really pretty blonde. Why? Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio.